Everybody, hello. My name is Greg Owen. I am the licensed real estate broker for Easy Home Store and Easy Realty Pros. And today we have a presentation from some of our commercial investors out there that are looking to secure a fantastic deal on a redevelopment site very, very close to Disney World. So hopefully you'll know my name, Greg Owen, and you'll know I've been a licensed broker since 2002. I own multiple brokerages. I'm a specialist Thompson broker and also an investor in my own right. This is what we're looking at today. This is a 77-acre eyesore, is all it can be described as today. The location we'll look at in a moment. It's a fantastic location. But it was formerly a resort and convention center. And today's objective is we're going to look at what's currently there, what's existing. We are going to look at the current plan for the property by the current owners. We'll seek out some opportunity and then we'll explore some financing and some incentives. So this is the convention center itself, which I only have a couple of pictures. There's a link to at the bottom of the video so you can see the remaining photographs. But this road here is US 192, which if you've ever visited Orlando, you'll know it's one of the main routes into Walt Disney World. The additional road here, this is Interstate I-4, and I can only assume this was taken on a day it was closed for some reason because there doesn't appear to be any traffic. But statistically, I'm told there's around 190,000 vehicles a day on average pass by this particular property. So the visibility is really quite amazing. Everybody knows it's there and everybody knows nothing's happened to it for a considerable amount of time. That area at the very top of the picture, it's due west of this particular location, is all of Walt Disney World, all 63 square miles of it. And we don't need to tell you an awful lot about that other than the fact that, as we know, it's world class and one of the most popular destinations in the world for tourists. We're looking at this property. I was given a tour by one of the caretakers of the property. It is being guarded. This is the main entrance to the convention center, which, as you can see, I mean, but for a lick of paint, if there was a concierge showing up with his top hat and tails, opening your car door and ushering you in, you wouldn't feel out of the way. Inside, it is kind of a little freaky. It's almost like everybody just upped and left. I can imagine back in the 80s and 90s in its heyday, this would have been a bustling environment, a hive of activity, of many people having breakfast or dinner. There's even a bar over in the distance. Some water fountains were here. There's some real trees, which I don't think they're going to be real much longer. But nevertheless, you can see some damage there that's starting to, after a couple of years, started to accrue. This is the main welcoming center. There's some damage starting to appear, which will become more visible as we continue. But it's almost like everybody's just all sort of up and left here. Look, here's the bar. I mean, I was kind of tempted to order a cocktail if I could find anyone to take my order, but nevertheless, there is some massive laundry facilities, as you might imagine, for a resort of this size. Sorry for the poor quality picture here. There is huge amounts of dishwashing equipment here. We also have, again, poor quality picture, I'm sorry. These are walk-in freezers and refrigerators. Just incredible. Fitness center equipment is there. Look at these old televisions. They've gone dated very quickly, haven't they? This is access to some of the convention areas that still remain. And this is one of the units itself, which I had the opportunity to go inside. This is, they can be set up as 1 bed, 2 beds, or even suites. This particular one, as you can see, some of the plans for the resort are here. But what could you do with this at the moment? I mean, not a lot really. Each one of these little areas is surrounding a community swimming pool. So there are several swimming pools, one up here, one over here, one here, and so on. It's kind of very sad looking, a little surreal. On the site are, as you might imagine, some significant industrial capabilities. This is a water treatment plant. There is a massive well. There are these huge fuel tanks that support generators and pumps. It's the infrastructure here for what was a big operation at one point, but of course no longer. So what happened? Well, progress, I guess. This happened. This is the Orlando Convention Center. 7 million square feet of space that's been built over a number of years, actually. It's first started out way back in the 80s and has grown and grown and grown until eventually it overtook our project. There are quite a large number of solar panels that you can maybe see on the roof there. They generate 7 megawatts of power. It's surrounded by, as you can see, various different hotels and areas of convention space. It's a center, a landmark for people that want to hold their annual conventions. Will come down here in the sunshine, maybe in the winter sometime, and take advantage of this space. And it overtook and replaced our project, leaving it what is effectively an eyesore and mothballed. So what is the plan for this establishment? Well, this is it. This is what it's currently approved for. So as you can see, it's mainly hotel space. In fact, I'm told there are 3,460 hotel rooms planned. You can see at the bottom of the picture, there is a small theme park. There is also some retail facilities and some convention space, which would bring it up and make it in keeping with the surrounding properties of both this and that Orlando has to offer. Are there other options for this? Well, yes, there are. And let's take a look at a couple of those. This one here is whereby it's made into a retail center. So I'm not really sure that retail would be the way to go, given the large number of current shopping malls across the US at the moment, which are they're mortgaged and as mortgage-backed securities, and a great many of them are in default because, well, partly this pandemic and partly to do with the fact that so many of us have switched to online shopping, where somebody, at the moment it's a person in a van that brings your packages to your front door. How long before a drone starts to do that? Another option here is, again, apologies for the poor quality of the picture, but I'll read out the numbers. Retail space totaling 361,000 square feet, 675 residential units, each on 7 levels, 300 room hotel on 7 levels, 1,800 structured parking spaces together with another 1,500 on-grade spaces. This is potentially has more of an appeal for somebody because you've got a variety of different options here. In terms of its location, well, probably doesn't need me to explain where it is, but as you can see, we've got all of Walt Disney here, massive. We even go up as far as Magic Kingdom is up here. We have Aquatica, SeaWorld, Discovery Cove, Universal Studio. I mean, it's phenomenal. And then, of course, Orlando is only, depending on traffic, 20 to 30 minutes away for the downtown area. Tampa and the Gulf Coast is only an hour away down I-4. We've got relatively easy access to the Space Coast. And in terms of a position, to me, there's nothing better. So what are our incentives? What's on the table? Well, firstly, the Osceola County tax collector are offering some significant tax rebates because they see this, whilst it's currently earning taxes, it's not something that they are proud of in terms of its condition and what it's telling visitors to the area. So they want something done with it. So there's some tax collectors' incentives. There is also a potential joint venture with the current developers. Now, if a joint venture is not something you want to do and you want to take it down in its entirety yourself, you are, of course, welcome to do that. They will hold a note on this property of between 3 and 5% over 30 years, which is fabulous. The county are offering to fast track some permitting or change of use. They're also offering to assist with demolition of the existing property, so to get this whole thing moving. It's tailor-made for someone with a little bit of vision and foresight to come in and obviously a few dollars to take this down and convert it into something that is to be Orlando and the whole Central Florida area can be truly proud of. I would urge and encourage you to share this video with as many different people as you can. Obviously the social media buttons, whatever you can use to get the information out there. And of course, my details I'm going to leave up on the screen here for a couple of moments so that you can reach out to me directly on that telephone number. And that is my direct email address as well. Now, we have a great deal more information to share if you have an interest. We don't want people to come along and just I don't want to use the word tire kickers, it's too derogatory, but we want somebody with some real intent and purpose and means to be able to do this project. And I'd be happy to share the information, and just get in touch with me again on the numbers that you see here. And I thank you very much for your time today, and I very much look and anticipate hearing from you and answering your questions. So until the next time, this is Greg at Easy Home Store, and I'll see you on the next one. Many thanks.